Hey guys, welcome, and come on in to your pick a card reading on how your person feels about you, what their overall and most significant feelings towards you at this time. So just focus and pick whichever one you feel most drawn to at this time. This is a Labradorite crystal heart. This is an abundance pyramid, and this is serpentine or dragonstone heart. So just take a look, take a deep breath, and pick your card. Hello, pile one. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you chose the Lucid Dreams Tarot and the Labradorite crystal, this pile is for you. Labradorite it does so many things. So if you can get some, I strongly recommend it. It's for protection. It's for third eye. It also assists with communication and helping you process emotions and think differently. You'll see a lot of therapists have it in their offices if you pay attention. Big old chunks. And I always try to get a heart. And I got this one off of Mind, Body, and Soul in Houston. It's a store, it's a shop off of I-10. So if you live in Houston, you can go there. And I love that store. It's one of my favorite places. I am Earth Angel 1111. Welcome to my channel. Assign energies, how they apply to you. Male, female, gender, personality. Tarot was made a long time before you and I. If you don't like shuffling, fast forward. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. And in this instance, you get to pick a different pile. Okay, so let's get into this pile one and see how your person is feeling towards you at this time. Hey Spirit, please share with me pile one's person's overall the most significant feelings towards pile one. Hey Spirit, please share with me pile one's person's overall the most significant feelings towards pile one. Please share pile one's person's overall the most significant feelings towards pile one. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. So something shocking is going on. Something we thought was happening is actually the opposite of what is happening. And the thing about the Tower is that it brings down and tears down all faulty, ideas, and kind of shows you what the reality actually is and gives you the opportunity to decide if you want to rebuild or not. Okay, pile one, in your person's overall energy, they are in the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is beautiful, she's sexy, she's an animal lover, she's everybody's best friend. Unfortunately, she's notoriously the other woman in the negative side. She can be a fire sign. She doesn't have to be. She's typically very popular, has a lot of friends. In the negative energy, she's a social climber, incredibly arrogant, and will step on anybody to get ahead. In your energy, you have the Page of Cups. So you have like a very sweet, very innocent energy to you. You could have a little bit of a crush towards this Queen of Wands. We'll keep looking. And whatever it is, it's new, and slightly naive and idealistic. Okay. In the past energy, in a negative way, you both had either issues with somebody that is the King of Cups. In his negative energy, when you're having issues, he's manipulative, emotionally manipulative, especially. And he'll do like a lot of icky emotional stuff to you. He can be a water sign. He doesn't have to be. So like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He's in his good energy. He's a father. He's usually the father you want to go to for a hug, not necessarily for advice. He's emotionally stable, has a very high emotional IQ. In your near future, good energy, we have romance. This is the Knight of Cups, so he's usually associated with romance and messages of that type. So, like being asked to go out on a date, or somebody coming and telling you something about somebody else romantically. Usually positive intentions. On the negative side, which that's not what we're talking about, he's a love bomber, that kind of guy. Say anything, knows what to say. Okay, so in your heart space about this situation, pile one, you are stressed out and you are losing sleep. And with the Tower permeating the entire energy, it must be a surprise that this person came back into your life. In your 3D energy, you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is an analytical person. He sees everything from a bird's eye view. He knows what's going on with everybody, and he can read a room very, very well. He can also be very cold, and he pretty much only values facts and data and science. I wouldn't put him with woo-woo spiritual stuff, right? Too much. You probably want to come to him with facts and data. In his negative energy, which we're not seeing him that way, he would be considered a narcissist or somebody to do anything to get ahead or win at all cost, that kind of a thing. Anything unemotional that you could do mean, that's what he would do. And then mentally, you're in your 10 of Cups, so it's so interesting that your heart is kind of being logical, and then your head is being loving. So you're worried about your heart, and you're protecting your heart, you're losing sleep over your heart, but mentally, you're all about your heart and your person, and is this your happily ever after? You're thinking, are they my 10 of Cups? Is this my happily ever after? Your outcome is the Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords is the King of Swords counterpart. Okay, so you have a power couple right here, a divine couple right here. So she's like him, but she knows her way around him and around to get around his rules, his whatever he says goes. So she's a very good thinker. She knows how to get around bullshit, and she also doesn't like it. She doesn't like BS, and she's the kind of person that's going to just tell you like it is, how it is. She's very good at cutting people off. Shuts nonsense down. She's very good at cutting out negativity from her life. Very analytical, very, very, very direct. In her reverse energy, she just like him. Exactly. She's the female version of him, a narcissist. Somebody will do anything without emotion and not think, like, zero empathy. No concern for the consequences of others. But she's in her upright. So either this guy is like wandering around in your energy, and the outcome is that you guys will either be together, or you're gonna cut him out. She's notorious for cutting people out. Or your advice and overall is like, use your logic, read the room, use facts, use data. Don't lose your head. Stick with what your heart's telling you. So let's see what this person is feeling towards you. Use the hidden secrets deck for those of you that's important. So that's what the back of the cards look like. Please, Spirit, please share with me what's Pile One's person's overall and most significant feelings towards Pile One. Bottom of the deck is withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. So that's like the Hermit card. Okay. Divine Feminine, Yin energy. So we have the King and Queen of Swords come out. Let's see if you guys are both sapiosexual couple. Past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. So Divine Feminine, past life, this is already giving twin flame, higher soul connection, if you believe in that, if that's your deal. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. That could be a little bit of this. Let's just keep going. Or you chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Could be the Knight of Cups energy. Let's just keep going. Depth, awareness, importance, value. That is exactly who this guy would be. Exactly who that guy would be. Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. And that went down over broken. So we have divine, feminine, and chasing on top of each other. past life and death over each other. Broken and rejection over top of each other. So this is definitely with the chasing, giving me the twin flame thing. Don't assign that label if your person's cheated on you, hit you, or done any kind of abuse to you, because it's karmic if that's happening. Okay. So definitely some type of past life connection is going on here. It's deep past life connection. We've got the divine feminine showing up with the chasing energy. So if you're a divine feminine, no chasing, or they're chasing you, or they feel like they're chasing you, or they're afraid. And you know, if they were to face any type of rejection from you, it would just break them. And so they are, the overall energy permeating that, if something just happened, is like they've withdrawn at the moment. Oh my gosh, I've just picked these cards up, and the cards beneath them were the Knight of Swords and conflict. That's exactly, they both mean the exact same thing. They're the same card, okay? So this card says clashing differences, incompatibility, conflict. Literally what this guy is. He's the fastest moving knight in the deck. He's like blurty, doesn't care what it comes out of his mouth. He is down for a fight or a brawl very quick. He's one of the swords, so also very analytical. You guys got some swords showing up here. Oh my God. Intuition and the High Priestess are the next cards. I can't even make this up. Okay, so let's just kind of look at how this came out. So we have intuition and conflict. They know a fight was coming. Do they know an argument is coming? Or did they know it was going to happen? I'm going to put these to the side because they were literally the next cards out, and they were explaining each other. So let's just keep those here. But they knew there was going to be a fight. They knew it was going to happen. They knew it. Or they know it. They knew it or they know it. Let's keep going. Okay, so message cards. And I pulled out our twin flame journey set. Funny. So message cards can be triggering all the time. So just letting you know, be ready. Please, Spirit, please share with me. What does pile one's person want to say? Here's pile one. Please, Spirit, please share with me. What does pile one's person want to say? What's pile one? Two pile one. This pile one person could say something to them. What are the overall most significant things that pile one would like to say to pile one? Please, Spirit. Bottom of the deck. You still hold a piece of my heart. Even though I don't show it, I'm sorry for how things went between us. So yeah, in his negative energy, this King of Cups can be emotionally shut down. And the King of Swords is not known for using emotions too much. Not known for that. I need to go my own way for a while. So if there's a fight, you know, Queen of Swords can typically mean separation. And this night definitely usually means that there's separation going on. So it looks like you had a little fighty fight for sure. I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. Yeah, no kidding. They feel like it's a divine connection for sure. You know, with and you know, past life. And where's the deep card? Where did it go? Deep, depth, past life, divine feminine, for sure, just more confirmation of that. And the high priestess, let's not forget, trying to do the honorable thing. So if they're in another connection with somebody, or they have children or family, things like that, or it's work related, they're trying to think of how to handle it. And that's going over, even though I don't say I'm sure, sorry, I am. I know I made a huge mistake, is going over, I need to go my own way. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. So even though I don't show it, I'm trying to do the most honorable thing. I need to go my own way for a while. I know I made a huge mistake. Feel a special bond with you. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. So, you know, this one, it can be a cop-out to me a lot. If you guys got in a connection and you weren't supposed to, or it was like an in and out kind of thing, they have regrets about doing that. They don't necessarily have regrets about being with you, because they really feel like you are the one, and this conflict is like really bothering them. I mean, they feel broken from this they don't like it, right? They feel broken and rejected, and the conflict is icky to them. So let's get some advice for you. And this is the Get Your Truth deck. Please, Spirit, please share with me what is some really good advice for pile one, about pile one's person. Please, Spirit, please share with me what is some really great and amazing advice for pile one, about pile one's person. What is the overall and most significant advice for pile one? And pile one's person, please, Spirit. Significant feelings about one's person. Bottom of the deck is low vibes. It's low vibes, which, yeah, I mean, with the Tower and withdrawn, that's not high vibing. You know, conflict's not high vibing. So feeling broken's not high vibing. Family issues, which, you know, you were definitely in your head about the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups can be family. So the answer is no. which she is very much no, no, no. There's more to come. Not hearing you. That's going over family issues. Envious. Didn't see any of that, but be confident is over. More to come. So low vibes is the overall. We got family issues going over, not hearing you. So there's family stuff going on. They can't even deal with this right now. So if you guys got cut or something, or so we have no over envious and her in this. She can be a karmic a lot of the time, and she in her negative energy can be the other woman, like notoriously. So if he's dealing with a karmic, or they are dealing with a karmic, they got some jealous energy around them that is bananas and a little bit more than they can handle. So they're withdrawn and shut down right now. Okay, so but this isn't over and this isn't how it ends. There's more to come. Just be confident. Be confident in that. Be confident in that. So that is what I have for you, pile one. If you liked what you heard today, please help the algorithm in getting the message out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I do personal readings. The description is in the bottom of the video on how to get a hold of me and how to go about that. Have a great week. Hi, pile two. If you chose just this regular old tarot deck and the pyramid, the abundance pyramid with the lotus in it. Can you see the lotus? It's supposed to bring in abundance of all kinds. And I got it off of Amazon. So they have all different kinds of those. And it was like $20 or $30. It's got a little lotus in the middle. And it has different crystals as well, it looks like. Okay, so I am Earth Angel 1111. I do personal readings. If you would like a personal reading, check out the description below. Everything you need to know about me and how to get a hold of me is right there. If you do not like shuffling, fast forward. Assign the energies and personalities and human beings and genders as you wish and as they apply to you. Tarot was made a long time before you and me. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. And in this instance, you get to pick another pile. So let's get into this pile one. Holy Spirit, please share with me overall and most significant feelings of pile one's person. Towards pile one. What are pile one's person's overall and most for pile two? Please Spirit, please share with me. What are pile two's overall and most significant feelings towards pile two? Please Spirit. What are pile two's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile two? Please Spirit, please share with me. Pile two's overall and most significant feelings towards the moon. So there's some fear and confusion and illusion here. We need to use our intuition a bit to get through it. So let's keep going and let's see what it says. That is the overall energy permeating the deck or the reading. So, bottom of the deck. Okay, in your person's overall energy at this time, they are in the Seven of Pentacles, so they're in this space where they're mulling things over. They're thinking about, okay, what do we have here? What's actually going on here? What is this? And yours, it's also a 7, by the way. 7 and 7. If that's important to you. You're kind of feeling defensive or like you need to defend yourself. Sometimes this is about having the upper hand. Maybe you're concerned about people knocking you off your square a little bit. In the past, we have the Three of Cups, and this is your negative experiences with each other. So if there's some drinking problems or problems with a third party, things like that, some kind of negative group activity. In the future, in the energy you both share in a positive way is the 10 of Wands, which the 10 of Wands is actually burdens. So when it's your shared energy in a positive way, it means you both are looking to release some of what you're carrying around. Tens are of completion, so it's time to probably think about letting go, outsourcing, letting people, places, and things go. In your heart space, pile 2, you are in the 9 of Pentacles energy. She's known as the pre-empress. It's in her pre-empress energy. She's very independent. She's known as a single person. She's mastered her finances and things around her. Like she's always seen as a master of a falcon and falconry. In your current 3D energy, we have the 7 of Swords. So you have 3 sevens here, 777. 7 of Swords. So this is usually about lies and cheating and stealing and sneakiness. And so this is in your current energy. And that was just 555 on the clock, by the way. So, if there was some deception about a third party, you are living that nightmare at that moment, or you're a part of it, It happens. When these things happen, they're happening to somebody. Mentally, you're thinking about this is new, brand new love. And, the fact that it's new and can be a little intoxicating and exciting. The outcome is the Temperance. So whatever the confusion is, or whatever, the lies and deception are possibly about this third party, whether it's you or another person, it's going to get tempered out and eased out. Okay, you just got to have some patience and just chill out a little bit. So let's find out your person's energy towards you. And this is the Loving Messages deck for those of you that want to know. And this is how the back of the cards look. Please, Spirit, please share with me. Pile 2's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile 2. Please, Spirit. Please, Spirit, please share with me. Pile 2's overall and most significant feelings towards pile 2. Please, Spirit, please share with me. Pile 2's overall. Pile 2's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile 2. Please, Spirit. Pile 2's person, overall, most significant feelings towards pile 2. And overall, most significant feelings that pile 2's person feels towards pile 2 at this time. Bottom of the deck, we have wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, and devotion. So before I start saying anything, let's see what comes out, but let's just remember the confusion, deception. So we have confusion, deception, and then wedding rings. Cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, you or them gone silent. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. So this is very Page of Swords energy. If there's a way for them to kind of look at you, they're doing that and they're reminiscing. So that part of it's kind of like a 6 of Cups. Poker face, taking a chance, risks and options, not showing hand, gambling. So they aren't showing you how they feel, or you aren't showing them how they feel, which this card can be about strategy and being strategic and keeping things close to your chest. So soulmate, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. It's going over cut down, heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, breakup, and that's going over the camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception, separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain of the future, which this is definitely about uncertainty for sure. So, did y'all get caught in a third party? So we have 2 cards of separation. We have, they're keeping a poker face about this separation, being very strategic, very, very strategic. If you're wondering how they're feeling, they are heartbroken about the situation and they are finding ways. They're either looking at old pictures or photos or whatever, or they're scamming social media. If you don't have social media, whatever it is that they can do, they're doing it to find you. I have had people hack my Wi-Fi to do stuff like that and go through my computer. So people can do weird stuff. And then we have, cut down, and this is another card of separation over top of soulmates. So this is really interesting. So they feel like you're a soul connection. They feel like this is a soul connection. And you guys are clearly in separation. Like it's 2 times. They're heartbroken. They're not letting anybody know or see or show that. And if this wasn't like a separation in a marriage. They're thinking about marriage. So let's get some message cards. Just warning you, message cards are typically pretty triggering. They can be triggering, so just be prepared. Please, Spirit, please share with me, what does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What does pile two's person want to say to pile two? Please, Spirit, please share with me, what does pile two's person want to say? Spirit, please show me all those significant things that pile two's person wants to say to pile two this time. Bottom of the deck. One-sided relationship. So there could be some confusion about who's feeling what right now, and if they're married, it's a one-sided relationship for sure. If they're thinking about marriage towards you, then they're worried like that you feel it's one-sided, or they feel like you don't care, that type of a thing. There's someone interfering in a relationship. Yeah, that was written all over this whole thing. I feel like I can't give you what you need, so hence the separation and the dip out and the hiding and keeping their emotions hidden and having a poker face and confusion, reminiscing. So we already had that. That's what this card was right here. Says reminiscing is like the first word. I feel terrible for hurting you. So there was someone else in our relationship. I gave into temptation. Holy crap, I hope you weren't married to this person. But I feel like I can't give you what you need, and I gave into temptation. So it's cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater card all over this. All over this. I feel like I ruined everything. And that's what they're ruminating and reminiscing over. So this is a big old fat mess, y'all. The good thing to know about it is the outcome is the temperance. So it'll balance out, and it'll, all this confusion and fighting. And I mean, you clearly feel like you're defending yourself, or getting pushed off your square and defensive and thinking this is a new love and stuff like that. And so it looks like there's a separation and somebody dipped out, but in the near future, the burdens will drop and it's going to temper out. So just chill. So let's get some advice. This is Soulmate Edition. This is how the cards look. Okay. Please, Spirit, please share with me what is some fabulous and great advice for pile 2 and pile 2's person. Please, Spirit, please share with me what is some overall and most significant feelings and advice. What's some great, significant advice for pile 2 about pile 2's person? Please, Spirit. Please, Spirit, please show some overall most significant advice for pile 2 and pile 2's person. What is the advice for pile 2 towards pile 2's person? Please, Spirit. Bottom of the deck is intimacy issues. They cheat. That's usually the case. I'm just saying. First card out. The answer is yes. So whatever you were asking initially, you got a yes to that. So if they were cheating, if there was another person, whatever you were asking. Selfish intentions. They will call, so I wouldn't take any action. If I were you, just let them do it within a week. And that's going over. The answer is yes. And even though the situation is crap, your advice is to be vulnerable. They already have intimacy issues, so both of you being, it's not going to work. Build the foundation. So take your time with this, right? There's a lot of confusion and deception, and it's going to be a little bit to weed out these burdens. But like I said, it's gonna work out, right? So the answer is yes. They're gonna contact you within a week in some kind of way. They do have some selfish intentions, which cheating always involves. It's one of the most selfish things you can do, right? You've got to use your intuition and discernment on whether to be vulnerable or not. I know I said be vulnerable earlier, but if this person is hurtful, harmful, or destructive and you don't feel safe, don't be completely vulnerable. Like, keep a little bit, be a little strategic, be a little careful. But even though they have selfish intentions, if they're being vulnerable, try and navigate through that. And this is another confirmation that they will call. They will contact you within a week. The answer is yes, right? Just like I said, it'll temper out. And then build the foundation. So take your time with this pile 2. There's a lot to weed out here for sure. And they are mulling it over. So, I see you're defensive and you feel like you have to defend yourself. Just chill. It's all going to work out. And it doesn't look like you really have to take any action. They're going to call you. And you can slowly start working on what happened here. That's what I have for you, pile 2. If you like what you heard, check the description box on how to get a hold of me for a personal reading. Please help the algorithm with your comments, your likes, shares, and subscribes. Have a great week. Hi, pile 2. If you chose this regular old tarot deck, which is a little bit shiny, so that's a little bit of flair to it, and the Sectarian Hearts, also known as Dragonstone. And whenever I can get something in a heart, I always choose to do that. So this is a great grounding stone. It is usually known for people to get it if they have public speaking or they have some self-confidence issues they want to correct. So it's a dragon stone, and it's really neat, and it's called Septarian. And I think it also helps with your solar plexus chakra. So if you've got some public speaking, or you want to ground yourself, or you need some self-confidence, go get you some dragon stone, some Septarian. All right. I am Archangel 1111. Welcome to my channel. Please help the algorithm out with your likes, comments, and subscribes, please. Everything you need to know about me for a personal reading is in the description box below, and how to get a hold of me. Assign genders, identities, energies, human beings as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me. If you don't like shuffling, fast forward. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. And in this case, you can pick another pile. So let's get into this. Pile 3. Please, Spirit, please share with me. What are pile 3's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile 3? Please, Spirit, please share with me. What are pile 3's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile 3? Please, Spirit, please share with me. What are pile 3's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile 3 at this time? Please, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, Tower. This is also pile 1's bottom of the deck. So you might want to go also watch pile 1. Let's just stay tuned and see what happens. They might be looking you up, you know. Okay. So the Tower, a big old shock, a foundation rumbling is what's permeating the reading. So something you thought was one way didn't end up being that way for one or both of you. And so the Tower's about, tearing down these faulty ideas like, oh, but I thought it was like this. No. Tower comes in and goes, not really. So, with this, you have the choice to decide if you want to rebuild as well on reality, basically. On reality. So, your person's overall energy is, I would say, trigger warning, they are in the 4 cups. So, they are not really thinking about this right now, and they're kind of ignoring it. Okay, they're just not facing it, not dealing with it. Your energy is the 7 of Cups. So I get this card a lot when I'm overwhelmed, right? And it's a card of options, and not all of these options are great, and you have a lot to do, and you got to pick something. Otherwise, some of the options might disappear, and you might not have them anymore. So it can be really overwhelming in having to make a choice. Also means having options, other people. Okay, we all have options. We all do. Never forget it. Okay, In your heart space, we have the devil. So this might have been a very passionate connection, which I can kind of see that's here. Okay, is definitely here, but it could be a little bit toxic for one reason or another. And in your heart, you know that. In your heart, you're knowing that. In your 3D physical energy right now, it's confusion, right? The moon. So you're confused, probably emotionally overwhelmed, which I get these cards together a lot too when I'm emotional and overwhelmed. And you could be a little bit pissed off right now. This shock is permeating this whole thing. This is a lot. Mentally, you're just like, you're overwhelmed, right? You're so overwhelmed, you're just walking away from all these things. It's like too overwhelming. I just gotta walk away from it and move on to something else. Something else. It could be just moving on from being kicked off and moving on just to make a decision, right? Just like woosah, you know? So in the past, in your negative energy, this was very passionate, a little spark hit. This is also usually known as the male body part, just FYI when I see this. But because it was in the difficulties, sometimes it means ED, right? Um, or that, this just like was a flash in the pan and it was hot and heavy as it came on, it disappeared for some reason. In the near future, you both have the Eight of Wands and the positive energy that you share. And so there, it looks like there'll be some communication and some movement and some action moving this forward because shockingly, the outcome is the Two of Cups and a coming back together. So if you're in separation right now, you guys will, find some sort of truce, finding ground after you've had a minute. Because it looks like they needed a minute too, and they're just kind of, this can also mean reevaluating, not dealing, not reevaluating, rethinking. So let's see their overall and most significant feelings towards you at this time. We use Bridget Rowe's Ocean of Emotion deck. Okay, please shows me pile threes. Pile three's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile three at this time. Please, Spirit, please share with me pile three's person's overall and most significant feelings towards pile three at this time. Please, Spirit, please share with me pile three's person's overall most significant feelings towards pile three. Spirit, please show pile three's person's overall most significant feelings towards pile three. Pile three's person's overall most significant feelings towards pile three at this time. Okay. Bottom of the deck. You inspire my mind and fill me with light. Creative. Which this is what this means. Exactly. This is exactly what this means. Interesting. Lies. I can't seem to do what's right. He's the father of lies, for sure. And deception is in your 3D energy, so not shocking. Not shocking that some sort of lie would have thrown, finding out the truth about something would have thrown you. Build. I would like to work together to have stability. Stuck. I can't break out of these illusions, right? So illusions. The thing with this is very Eight of Swords. So if you want to look up the definition of Eight of Swords, it's a card of being trapped, but it's trapped in your own head and of stuff you're making up. There's always a way out of everything. You just got to ask God, and the universe is like, how do I think differently? Please tell me how to think differently in this situation. Choices. I don't know which path to take. Choices. That's what your energy is in. That's literally what this card means. Same thing. Bored. My life is dull and unfulfilling. That's exactly this card. Four of Cups. Four Cups energy. We've got lots of confirmations. Cards saying the exact same thing. I love the sweetness of your soul, the taste of your kisses. Sweet, so they think you're sweetie, sweetie, peaty. So they're stuck. They're in their head about how sweet you are and how nice this is and how good you are. They don't know what to do. They want to work on it because where they're at, they're bored. It's not fulfilling. They're not with it. And they told a bunch of whoppers with cheese, and now they don't know whiskey, tango, foxtrot, what to do about it. No clue. Part of the reason why they're feeling stuck, because they're like, I'm a liar. I'm a liar, liar, pants on fire, and I know it. And you're contemplating walking away. So let's see. Just saying, creative and shocking right beside each other. Okay, what are some messages? What do they want to say to you? And trigger warning, sometimes message cards can hurt our feelings, okay? So we have, these are the Sacred Union messages to by Pegasus Star. So Rose. Please, Spirit, please share with me. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What do they want to say? What do they have to say for themselves? Please, Spirit, please share with me. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Please share with me. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Please share with me. What does pile 3's person want to say? Please. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile? Bottom of the deck is, oh my god, I can't stop spying on you. They're obsessed. You might be a little obsessed too. You might be. You might be. You might be. Obsession is definitely here. The passion is here for sure. Okay. That might have been shocking for them as well. I'm seeing through the illusions. So the fog is clearing up, right? The fog is clearing up, and that could be a bunch of the baloney and the lies. Cutting fake people out of my life. So if they're surrounded by people that aren't good for them, and you've maybe told them about that, they're thinking about it, they're working on it, they're trying to figure it out, right? They're trying to figure it out. You scare the you know what out of me. So if you're a little bit intuitive, like it could be showing here, that freaks them out. Like if you said some intuitive stuff, it scared them. That was shocking. Absolutely shocking. I hate that I hurt you. I feel like I'm drowning and you are my anchor. Be careful of that. We are not here to rescue human beings. They have to save themselves, and if you've done a lot of work, then you should expect the same. I'm struggling to let go of the 3D world. Right? So if they're in some toxic behaviors, or they're materialistic, or they have addiction, or it's just a bunch of, you know how it is. The personality disorders involved. They're struggling to let go of money, drugs, alcohol, fame, fortune, attention, all those things. It's hard. They want to, but they're stuck. They want to. So they're in a tower. They feel like you are their spark and their muse and their illumination. They can't stop spying on you. There's obsession here. There's passion here. In the outcome of tarot, they're saying you guys reconcile, or there's a truce, or you get back together, you end up together. 2 Cups is a coming up together, partnership, friendship, building business, or romantic relationships. We'll get some advice from the romance angels. We'll see if they are in agreement with your tarot outcome, and that'll be your advice towards this human, pile 3. Please, Spirit, please share with me, what is some advice for pile 3 on pile 3's person? What does pile 3 need to know? What is the overall and most significant advice for pile 3 to know? Please, Spirit, please share with me, what is the overall most significant towards pile 3? Y'all, there's cheating going on here, because I'm just seeing, like, the way I messed up the cards on the deck. It's like I have the Ace of Wands, lies, and choices. So the male member plus lies plus choices. So if he lied to you and he's with somebody else, and there are options, and he has options, he feels stuck like Chuck right now, not knowing what to do. His fault. Their fault. Sorry, their fault. That human's fault. Please share with me. Literally the father of lies, right? Okay. Wait, it looks like you guys make up, so let's see what the angels have to say. Please, Spirit, please share with me what is overall and most significant advice for pile 3. Please, Spirit. They fold. And I said that, it was like, please, Spirit, please share with me advice for pile 3 on pile 3's person. Bottom of the deck. Release your ex. So this is a third party situation. It looks like there's some lying, cheating, whatever. Sorry, I'm messing the microphone up. There's lying, cheating, multiple choices and parties for you and them, possibly. You know, maybe, possibly. Everybody has options. You gotta release them. Gotta release the options. The X's, the options. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. That's the advice. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Duh. Duh. And what is it? It's like, what was it? Wasn't that the first one? That they were obsessed with you, or I'm struggling to let. No, that's it. You scare the shit out of me. That's like the tower. Drowning in your mind anchor. Starting to see through illusions. I hate that I hurt you. Wasn't there one about being obsessed? Oh well. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So this looks really effed up, y'all. Like this is gonna be super challenging to get through, but it looks like you guys do. You're gonna have to trust each other. How? Based on this? I'm not sure, but you'll figure it out. Looks like religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, right? So if they're married or they're in a higher level commitment or one or both of you are, there could be some traditional values that you're contending with. But if you're already cheating, there's no traditional values there. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, right? So you've already violated that. You know, you've already violated it. So now you got to deal with, both of you, the, the carnage of, you know, the chemistry. And it's going to take an immense amount of trust to bring this back in together. But don't blame staying apart on religious factors because it's already, right? Like, come on. You got to release the options, release the X, release the whatever, right? And that is the advice. So that is what I have for you, pile 3. If you liked what you heard, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. How to get a hold of me for a personal reading is in the description of this video. Have an amazing week.